Hey y'all, it's Janine. I'm going to do a tutorial for you today showing you how to use a Bumpit. As I told you in my last video, I just got these from Walgreens. It was a set of 3 for $5.99 and they work phenomenally well. The package came with directions on how to use them, and I just followed those directions exactly as they stated. So I'm going to show you how I did it, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Anyway, I'm going to show you the basics of using the medium Bumpit, which is the one that I've been using. There is a smaller one, and there is one that will make the bump higher. But this one I find works really well for me for the length of my hair. So what the directions suggested you do is follow your ears, up, and then that's where you would start. That's where you would make the part and pull the hair up and tease at the back. And I'm using the teasing comb that came with the package, so I find it works well. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You see, I'm not pulling all of the hair up, just from about here up, and I'm not going all the way back, because one of the things I noticed or realized was that if you really need to get it kind of high on your crown, because if you start with the hair and go too far back with it, what you're going to end up with is it sticking out from your head like that, and you'll look more like an alien. So anyway, I'm just going to work on getting the amount of hair pulled up that I need to work with. And I'm going to comb it and smooth it out in the front, because when I lay my hair over the Bumpit, I don't want it to look tangled and frizzy in the front. Okay. And also I would recommend, when you're pulling the hair up that you're going to tease, is to keep in mind the width of the Bumpit. So you want to make sure you have about as much hair pulled up for the width of the Bumpit. And it holds really well. Okay, let me fix that again. Okay, and what I recommend is teasing just close to the root. Don't go and tease way up here. Just tease close to the root. You just want to get this area thickened so that when you lay your hair over the Bumpit, it'll cover it well. Okay, and then you just take the Bumpit and you place it, like I said, kind of high on the crown. And what I do is wiggle it back and forth so that those little teeth will grab onto the hairs, and then front to back wiggle it a little bit until it feels good and secure. And then you just take this hair, kind of spread it out just a little bit and lay it over the Bumpit. And then take your comb and just smooth it over. And then of course what I would normally do is take my mirror and go into the bathroom where I could use this mirror, and look and see the back. But basically you would just take your comb. Hang on just a second while I pick my comb up. Okay. And just make sure that the Bumpit is covered and everything's laying down nice and smooth. And that's it. It is that simple. And you see what I mean about kind of having it high, because if you had it back here, it would be sticking out in that direction, and that would look really kind of odd. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of different variations that you can do of hairstyles. Let me see if I can get the hair pulled back over this way with the Bumpit. Another style that's pretty, before you pull the hair over the Bumpit, take just a couple of little pieces from each side. And secure with a bobby pin in the back. My bobby pin's not holding. And try and secure it as close to the Bumpit as you can. Okay. Feels kind of funny doing this. I'm going to take some from this side. Okay, and now we take this and lay it over the Bumpit. And there again, you would use a mirror, a couple of mirrors actually, to look at the back and make sure that the hair that you pulled over covered your bobby pins where you have them secured. And give it a spray with hairspray. And that makes for a nice partial updo. Okay, that's one option. Of course, if I had two mirrors, I could really make everything look very neat. So that's one thing you can do with it. You could also leave it pinned like this and then go back and just put a ponytail in it. That hair just doesn't want to cooperate. And you could do a low ponytail. Let's see, I have a clip. So you could do something low. Or you could go ahead and take your ponytail up higher and bring it up closer to the Bumpit and your bobby pins. And have something up here. Something of that nature. And something I did a couple of days ago that turned out really pretty. Let me go ahead and take these bobby pins out. I did a French twist after I got my Bumpit placed. Okay. So once I had my Bumpit in place, I combed everything back. Sorry, let me turn to the side where you can see sort of what I'm doing. And I just do a simple French twist. I just pull my hair up like this and then just start twisting it as I go down with it. And when I get to the end, I just tuck the little tail in. And normally what I would use is a comb, but I didn't bring one. So I'm going to try and secure it with a bobby pin. There we go, that's working pretty good. And you see I need to touch up my roots. So that's one way to do it with a twist. I think it's wonderful. And if you have shorter hair, they do have the smaller Bumpit that would work great with shorter hair. And with the smaller Bumpit too, you could also do one of those styles where you just teased it, just pulled a little hair right here and teased it and put the Bumpit over it and then just secured it with some bobby pins or a barrette right there and left some of this, you know, hanging down. And that would be really cute too. But I really do like, I'm not quite as bad as Snooki. You know, I don't like it quite as high up here, which is why I haven't used the larger Bumpit. But I do like having a little volume and height right there. I mean, what can I say? I'm a girl of the 80s. big hair. I probably should have been a Texan because I like really big hair. But anyway, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to see any other tutorials, just let me know. Oh, and I want to tell you real quick, before I used the Bumpit, I did apply my Nexus split end mender leave-in cream to my hair while it was wet, and I also applied Garnier Nutrice leave-in conditioner while my hair was wet. And then while it was still damp, I went in with my Remington wet to straight straight iron and straightened it, and it also finished drying it. And then when I was done with that, I spritzed a little of this John Frieda Frizzies 100% Shine Glossing Mist. And that also helps if I had any little flyaways that were still kind of sticking up. That helps smooth them down and gives a nice luster and sheen to my hair. So anyway, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, peace and love. Y'all take care.